All right, we're in Tuesday's qualifying round in the Paradise Islands tournament. And I may or may not, I'm in my practice account, so I may or may not practice today. There's three of these holes that I'm doing max over par hook shots on. I think yesterday I got one of them right based on the last time we played these notes from my notes from the last time we played these. But on hole number, there's two of them that I'm still trying to like get the fine tune. These holes are super, super sensitive when you're doing the max over par hook as far as like ring. So like a half a ring is a ton of, like you could hit it down here and get on the trajectory you want, and you could change a half ring on your setup over here and it'll throw you like way off. So we're down to the nitty gritty stuff where it's like a quarter of a ring. So like any adjustment that I make down here, and I'm going to have to be conscious of the wind. The last time we played this, we had a pure tailwind and I left it in, but now we're getting a side wind here. And so like if my adjustment works, if I can get my adjustment to work today, I really want to focus on what that wind number is and write that wind down. So like if we had a 3.9 wind and I can get it to work, if we had a 5.4, if just taking the wind out will make it work, or do we have to do something extra? So I'll have to keep every time I take this shot, I want to keep track of the wind so that I can make little micro adjustments if the wind's really high or if the wind's really low. But the first thing I need to do is get my trajectory right. So yesterday I was out into the rough off the clear ring, probably a half a ring, and it put my trajectory where I bounced in here and I came like this and I ended up right down in this area. So I need to cover this gap, and I don't have much to cover. And I'm going to put my white ring right on the transition. And I'm going to put on where it's balanced out, I'm going to put on a little bit more side spin on the balance than top spin and see what happens. So we're trying to make this a setup shot. So we just come to the hole, we do that shot, and bam, it gets up there on the green, and we move on to the next hole, and we can repeat that over and over and over. So if we find a super good spot out there, we can repeat this shot over and over. And that's the whole goal when you're doing these types of shots. So I'm going to take a Kingmaker, an extra mile, and my extra mile is at level 9. So for me, the shot's going to be slightly different because I have just a little teeny bit more yardage and a little teeny bit more curl. And so there's some stuff that's different about how I'm setting the shot up. That's why your notes from one tournament to the next may or may not pan out. And it's also sometimes dependent on the wind. So like ran one tournament and you did this setup and you did this shot and everything was fine. And then the next tournament, it's just everything seems to be off. So I take any past tournament notes that I have and I take them with a grain of salt, because especially when you're in the mid club range, because as from one tournament to the next, you'll get your clubs better, and you may be using a different club, or that club has better features, and maybe we will get matched up. Mud Duck 2. I wonder if if you're playing a replay and you invite them to your clan, they actually get it. Let's see which way my opponent's going. I think most people are probably going to try and get out into this range here, so they're in their short iron. I think the effort, like if you're trying to get into a better club range, it is worth the effort to try and get out there. You probably could just hit forward if you brought out a 4 or a 5 power ball and catch that spot. Let's see if they can catch it. They hit it perfect, so let's see if they set it up right. A little off trajectory. Okay, so I'm going to be a little more side spin than I am top spin. So that's about 4.5 top spin. when it's fully extended. I want to be white right on, just like barely into the fairway with my white ring. 3-3, it's about a ring and a half. Take the wind out. And I got all of that. That trajectory is better, but it's still running me right up. I could be just a little teeny bit more in on the right. And I think I want to come in a little bit on the right and then balance that out so that I can get just that titch more topspin in, like at 5 topspin, whatever my side spin is, and then move it in so that maybe like half my white ring is in the fairway. And I think that'll put me on trajectory and give me enough topspin to actually roll up to the green. If you get it right, you can bounce over that little rough area. You'll get your bounces when you come up there, and that's what'll get you up to the cup. Still got a little teeny bit of work to do on this, just that fine-tune adjustment on it. Let's see, where am I at in my club? So there's max. Getting it perfect. Let's see if we can get it in the cup. In the hole. Eagle. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I'd rather take a short. I would personally rather go for that shot and hit it 3 out of 5 times than have to take a chip out of the sand or the rough the other 2 times. But to give myself 3 opportunities that close to get an eagle during the week, I think it's worth. I mean, when we do the risk versus reward thing, that right there is a huge reward to start off. If you could start off the tournament with an eagle by making a putt or a short chip like that, is huge, huge, huge. All right, that was hole number 1 of the Paradise Islands tournament. I'm not sure. I'm going to play it like I'm qualifying today and then see how it goes. I tried to qualify my 99 account last night, and they changed the time stuff, so they're actually following daylight savings time now. So they moved the time back, and the last 2 tournaments they've been on where we've been an hour ahead, and I ran out of time after 6 holes and qualified yesterday, only shooting 6 holes instead of 9, which blows. So I may or may not qualify today. I'll figure it out as we go along. All right, that was hole number 1. Thanks for watching.